Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how Zach LaVine is expected to turn down a contract extension with the Chicago Bulls in this upcoming offseason. Also, before I jump into today's video, I got a new mic, so let me know if you guys like this mic or my past mic better. Also, check out my past video if you guys missed it. I was talking about if Patrick Williams can become the next Kawhi Leonard. I went into a lot of detail in that video, and I was really proud of that video, so definitely check out that video if you guys missed it. Also, go over to my community tab and go vote if you believe Zach LaVine is worth a max contract. I'm going to be talking about that topic in today's video and a lot more topics as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and leave a quick like on today's video. When I hit 15K, I'm going to be doing a face reveal and a jersey giveaway. So make sure you guys are watching every video so when I announce that. But either way, let's just jump right into today's video. And I'm just going to do a little recap because I have been on vacation for this past week. I was in Vegas, so I'm sorry for the lack of videos, but I'm going to start posting a lot more. But let's just talk about this past week because, like I said, it's been a really, I'd say, rough week to be a Chicago Bulls fan. By the time I'm recording this video, the Bulls are on a 5-game losing streak, and this week has just been a terrible week. And honestly, since the NBA trade deadline, it's been pretty bad news for the Chicago Bulls, which is sad because at the trade deadline, everyone knows we made a big trade for another all-star to pair with Zach LaVine. And speaking of Zach LaVine, as most of you guys probably already know, Zach LaVine is, I'd say, predicted to be out anywhere from 10 to 14 days for the Chicago Bulls. He is in COVID protocol or safety protocol. Who knows if he has COVID? I have seen some rumors on that. But either way, no matter what, he is out for those games. So that definitely hurts the Chicago Bulls. And ever since the trade deadline, we just have been kind of a mess, which I kind of expected. But back to what today's main topic is in today's video is Zach LaVine is expected to turn down a Chicago Bulls contract extension in this upcoming offseason class. And I know some Bulls fans might freak out about this, but it's actually not bad news. He will become an unrestricted free agent in 2022 as well. This offseason, he will be eligible for a 4-year, $104 million contract extension. But of course, as everyone knows, Zach LaVine has balled out for this season. He finally became an all-star, even though I do believe he should have became one last year. But without a doubt, he's been putting up crazy numbers. He's been playing very efficient, just putting up great numbers, helping the Bulls. He's obviously the Bulls' best player. And it's pretty obvious that our tourist and our front office is committed to Zach LaVine. You don't trade for another all-star at the trade deadline like Vuce, especially because he is 30 years old. I'd say to trade your best player in Zach LaVine, who is only 26, not even in his prime yet. And let's just look at his stats real quick, because every time I look at these stats, it just makes me realize how crazy Zach LaVine is. In about 35 minutes a night, he's putting up 28 points, shooting pretty much 51% from the field and also 42% from deep. Just looking at that shooting percentages with also putting up 28 points a night is incredible. That's super efficient. And he also averages 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game, and also a steal and almost a block a game as well. So just incredible numbers on amazing efficiency. Obviously, the Bulls are committed to him. They obviously want to, I'd say, sign him to a contract extension or whatever, or sign him to a bigger deal. And everyone around the league, including NBA executives and scouts, expect Zach LaVine to turn down a contract. And like I said earlier in today's video, some Bulls fans might be freaking out, but don't worry about it, because in next offseason, when he is a free agent, the Bulls can sign him to an even bigger deal for more money. And that's obviously what Zach LaVine is going to do. I mean, there is still a small chance that he does sign a contract extension this offseason. I mean, that would be a much, I'd say, team-friendly deal, and it would help out the Bulls getting another all-star on this roster. But I just don't see that happening, considering, Zach LaVine did tear his ACL a few years back. He's only 26. He's going to be in his prime if he does sign an extension with the Chicago Bulls, which I do expect him to in 2022. So it's not a big deal, but it does kind of suck, of course. But like I said, he is more than likely going to re-sign with us in 2022 or sign a big extension with us worth probably like I'd say a max contract or super max deal. Either or, I could see Zach LaVine expecting from the Bulls. And I understand it. I agree with it. The numbers don't lie. You know, he's been putting up great numbers. He obviously is the Bulls' best player. But that's why I made a poll on my community tab. Definitely go over there and vote if you guys think Zach LaVine is worth a max contract, because he'll definitely be wanting that in 2022. And I also saw some rival executives said the Vooch trade is a really big deal for the Bulls' chances to sign Zach LaVine long term. You know, this is obvious, like I was talking about earlier in the video. The Bulls are obviously committed to Zach LaVine. You don't trade for an all-star, including, I'd say, 2 first-rounders and Wendell Carter Jr. I'd say 3 young pieces in that trade. For a 30-year-old all-star in Vooch, unless you're pairing him up with Zach LaVine, there's no way the Bulls trade Zach. There's no way the Bulls trade Vooch. They're looking to, I'd say, add more defenders and help around them and possibly add a third all-star to this roster. And especially because this offseason coming up was supposed to have a bunch of big free agents and a bunch of big names, but a lot of them signed, I'd say, contract extensions as well. And it's looking like more than likely, like Chris Paul is supposed to be a free agent, but he has a player option. There's no way he's turning down $40 million. So pretty much all the big names in this offseason is gone, and all the, I'd say, the young talent like Lonzo Ball is more than likely going to get overpaid. So I do believe it was a smart move for the Chicago Bulls to trade for an all-star at the trade deadline, because there's more than likely not going to be that many, I'd say, star players in this upcoming offseason class. And if there is, they're more than likely going to get overpaid as well. So either way, it's looking like Zach LaVine is in the Chicago Bulls' future plans, even though he is more than likely, and I'd say expected around the league, to turn down a contract extension with the Chicago Bulls this summer. It's looking like he'll become an unrestricted free agent in 2022. And of course, the Chicago Bulls will more than likely offer him a max deal. We could give him more money than any other team. So I just expect Zach back in 2022 with a max contract. Like I said, go vote on my poll if you guys believe he's worth max contract money. I do believe he's a max contract player. I mean, if you just look at max contracts around the league, Zach LaVine definitely deserves it. You know, he puts up great numbers. My only concern with him is if he can be, I'd say, a true number one on a winning team. Obviously, he can put up the numbers. He can be a number one scoring option on certain nights. I'd say most nights without a doubt. But I just want to see it on a winning team, then a playoff team, and then a championship team, you know? Zach has put up these great numbers on a bad team, so I'm just waiting for him to take that next step. And I believe that step is, of course, getting better on defense still. And, of course, the Bulls are going to, I expect major change in this upcoming offseason as well. But without a doubt, I expect Zach back in 2022 with a max contract with the Chicago Bulls. Definitely go vote on my poll. Leave any comments or questions below today's video about any of the topics or rumors I talked about. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Stay ready for my 15K face reveal and jersey giveaway coming up soon. We're about 100 subs away, so thank you guys for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.